Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed and happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. It is 2100, 9 p.m. Here, and I'm just now getting home. I'm just now sitting down to do this. There's fireworks. There's fireworks going off outside, and I'm not out there watching them because I've seen fireworks many times throughout my life, but main reason is the girls aren't here. Nobody's here. It's just me. The girls are staying at my in-laws. I don't think I told you yesterday because I was playing with the welder and having too much fun. My father had open heart surgery last week. Sunday we had a pretty big scare with my father-in-law, and he's back in the hospital. So my girls and Jamie have all been staying at their house to take care of their dogs, and I've been staying here to take care of our dogs. You know, grown-up stuff. It sucks, right? So they're not here, so we're not outside watching fireworks. I don't need to be outside watching fireworks. I need to get this done. I need to get this edited and uploaded and go to bed. Take care of our dogs. They've been home alone all day. And it's not, I'm not trying to be somber. I'm not trying to be sad, because today is a reason for a different kind of celebration. My father had open heart surgery on Wednesday, a week ago. That's a big deal, right? He had a failed aortic valve, two failed aortic valves, some blockage. He had to have a bypass and fix a genetic defect in his heart while they were in there. So he had a bunch of heart issues at 72. Yesterday I went to see him. I hung out for about 3 hours, and it was pretty rough. It was rough. He was weak, like couldn't even stand up weak. Fell over on a nurse once. I had to help him back up. Had to help him walk around. Just couldn't even stand up. Today I go in and he's up in his bathroom, going to the bathroom. I hadn't told the nurse, just got up and did it. So he's a lot stronger, and I think it was just mostly atrophy from sitting in the bed for 5 straight days after the surgery. And now that he's up moving around, he's starting to get some of his strength back. I'm gonna tell you what, it's kind of a miracle that at 72 years old they can cut you open and take your heart out of your chest and fix it and put it back in, and a week later you're up running around. My father-in-law was 2 years ago. He had a heart attack and never smoked, never did anything like that. Now he has lung cancer. He's been battling cancer for over a year now. Almost 2 years, I think. Bladder cancer, lung cancer, stage 4. So it's spreaded. It has spread. It's spreaded. And it's still raging. They got rid of all the bladder cancer, but it's still growing in his lungs. It's tough, but I tell you what, we walked into his room tonight and he lit up. The girls just made his day, and that's pretty special. And I tell you why today is a different kind of celebration, because modern medicine have kept both of these men alive for my little girls to know them. I never met my father's dad. He had a heart attack when my dad was in his 20s, long before I was born. So I never met him. My grandmother died when I was 13. No, I was 12. 12 or 13, around there. My grandfather died. My other grandfather died in my early 20s. My grandmother in my mid-20s. But yeah, my kids know all 4 of their grandparents, and all 4 of their grandparents are still very active people. When I was a kid, when I was 8 years old, I would look at my grandparents, and they looked like these old, decrepit people. You know, they moved around all slow and sat in their chairs all day and did. You know, my parents, Jamie's parents, are very active people, up moving around, playing with the kids, having fun. My kids know fun grandparents, and that is a modern miracle. So today's a different kind of celebration for me. I spent 3 hours with my dad today. Spent 2 hours with Jamie's dad today. 2 different hospitals, you know. And yeah, it's the 4th of July. And here in America, that's typically a big deal. There's cookouts and fireworks. And you might be able to hear some of the fireworks. There's a ton of them going off right now. Everybody has big parties. And you know, today wasn't that. It was sitting in a hospital chair, giving comfort to 2 men that I have a great deal of respect for. And so a different kind of celebration, a different kind of Independence Day today. I'm happy that modern medicine is what it is today. My dad will probably come home before the weekend. Jamie's dad, we're not sure yet. We got to wait for the prognosis from the cancer doctors. But where he's at, it's a very well-known cancer treatment center here, and they confer. The whole team comes together and looks at treatment options. So lots of hope. There's never a reason to give up, and he's a very strong guy. So it's a good day, but it's late. I'm cutting this video short. I'll be back tomorrow with something normal. Thank you for sitting through this. Thank you for being my amazing friends who always have a kind word for me and always encourage me to continue the good fight, because it really means a lot to me to have you here. So thank you so much for watching, as always. Thank you for your emails. I've gotten quite a few really lovely emails lately. I appreciate that very, very much. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from blog.allstate.com. That's a new one. What is the youngest driving age in the U.S.? In the vast majority of states, the minimum age for unsupervised driving is 16. The youngest legal drivers are in South Dakota at 14 years, 6 months. The oldest is New Jersey at 17 years. Of course South Dakota is that. I mean, it's literally just straight lines. You don't even have to turn. And nobody lives there, so who cares?